Hello everybody and welcome to Sword Art Online Alicization episode 20. We made it, Matt. We made it to episode 20.
Yay! Was there doubt?
I mean, it might have got... No, it wouldn't have got cancelled. It's Sword Art.
Yeah, let's not be silly. Even if it does terribly, it still does good.
Even if it does terribly, it still does better than 90% of things.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, episode 20, anime review. I am Connor. Disembodied voice is Matt. This episode featured... that clown.
The Senate.
I hate
And more Star Wars references.
Oh god. When they said the Senate, I couldn't help. I was just...
Oh my god.
I was like, oh my god, it's Star Wars.
Yep.
It was like, it's totally like not deliberate, but we're just absolutely like looking too much into it. We're like absolutely picking things where there's nothing. But
like, there's a bit later on that I'll bring it up again. But yeah, it's just I'm loving it.
I can't wait. It's like a meta game. It's like,
yeah,
it's bizarre. So
it is bizarre.
We start off.
It's almost too obvious.
I mean,
It's one of those things where it's like too obvious that it's not actually real, but like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I think he's a fan of Star Wars, right? Well, in GGO he has a lightsaber, so I would imagine so. Actually,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
But we'll do as we always do. Start at the beginning of the episode.
Yes.
So we begin with Kirito apparently being the strongest mofo in the world. I'm not saying she's heavy, but she's wearing armor. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Like, so he managed to... What floor were they on where they were resting? Because...
Pretty damn high.
Yeah, but still. He managed...
Like, I think it was about, like, it was over 10. Definitely over 10.
Well, no, they were way higher. They were on, like... Were they on 80? 85?
Well, I think, didn't they fight on the 80th floor or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. Someone in the comments will correct us. But...
Yeah, where were they when Alice's eye exploded? And how much did Kirito climb while lugging Alice the whole way? But,
pretty far, either way.
Yeah, so they make it to floor 95, which is where they can get back on. And then Alice like shoves him for being sweaty. And I'm like, okay.
This is why I love anime. It's so realistic. Like...
Is it? Like,
no, that was sarcasm.
Oh, I got you.
It's just like, come on, you wouldn't be like that. Like,
Yeah,
even if he was all sweaty and
he's like,
He's
like, bitch, I just saved your life.
yeah.
I like medicined your eye and then I carried you to safety.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think also the line, like, my left eyesight is
right. I think it's the right eye.
No. Yeah. Like, it's like my right eye is,
My right eye is impaired.
It's like my vision is impaired in my right eye. Like, just like, no shit. Like,
It's not impaired. It doesn't work.
like, one, it exploded. Okay, that's one.
Pretty big
And
reason.
two, it's covered by like an eye patch thing anyway. So it's like,
It's okay. She's blonde. Oh, I shouldn't have said that out loud.
oof, I'm blonde.
It was a joke. It was a stereotype. Haha. It was it was a joke. Angry.
Okay, someone in the comment section of the video said 5 floors, so they climbed 5 floors.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. I mean, it's still a lot considering.
Yeah.
But yeah, then Kirito uses some sensor radar magic to find the blue rose sword. Which
he just kind of like calls to it. He's like, "Show me where it is."
He's like, "Hey."
It reminded me of like in Minecraft when you're searching for the end dungeon. You know, when you throw out the ender eyes.
That's a good. I was gonna say acronym, not the right word.
But yeah, that's what it reminded me of. I'm like, oh, it's like that thing in Minecraft.
It is. It's like that thing in Minecraft. So then they get to the floor, which I guess the sword continued to freeze everything while Yu-Gi-Oh wasn't there, because it definitely got more frozen.
Yeah, definitely got more frozen.
And they're like, man, what happened here? And Kirito's like, that was my bro. My bro did that. Ain't he strong?
I'm so proud of him.
I'm so proud. He's come a long way from cutting down that tree.
Yeah.
And almost dying to that goblin.
Yeah. But it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but then they find Mr. Bercouli turned to stone, and then he decides to almost kill himself by
Almost. Yeah. By talking.
yeah. But Alice is like, "What are you doing, you idiot? Stop! You will die."
But then he's like, "Oh, look, you've learned everything I can teach you. You even broke the seal of I couldn't break for 300 years."
Yeah. Basically,
Which makes me wonder, like, what are the parameters for breaking the seal?
probably like
I'd love to know.
a strong will. Being a main character probably helps.
Yeah, but he's like the hero from his own, like he's the main character in his own story.
Yeah, but
That's some deep stuff right there.
that is.
Connor, you're the main character of your own story.
Everybody's the main character of their own story.
But if everyone's the main character, then no one's the main character.
Isn't that the plot of The Incredibles?
Um,
Yeah,
I
'cause
have
he's,
no idea.
he's like, if everybody's super, then nobody will be.
Yes.
That was his
yeah,
plan.
that's true. It's like the whole DFS advert sales. It's like if they're always on sale, is it truly a sale?
Yes.
Like this is some 1000 IQ stuff right here.
Yeah, I'm too dumb for this. But yeah, that basically he tells them that Yu-Gi-Oh was taken, and then Kirito
Yeah.
finds the sword, and then that
Oh, they baited us out
that
so
absolute
hard.
tease. I was just
That absolute bait out. It's just like, oh my god. Like I was just like, yes, dual wield the swords.
and
Dual wield the
he's
swords.
like,
He's like,
no. I mean, they're too
and then
heavy.
when Alice said you look so good with that, I'm like, oh my god, it's happening.
And then it didn't happen. But
He's like, I don't have the power to do this.
are you
Don't be
an
silly.
idiot. Which
It's like, oh.
honestly, it's the thing that makes me laugh about when all the people complaining that he's not dual wielding, which is surprisingly a lot. Like, okay, Underworld is meant to be based on the real lives, kind of, right? Like,
Yeah, and dual wielding is not a viable strategy.
it's incredibly impractical.
Yeah, I've heard of like where you have a sword and like a short sword, like a dagger kind of thing,
Yeah.
like what's her face from Girl Ops. Like,
Yeah, I
I've
got
heard of that being viable, but not to full length. Like,
No,
swords.
absolutely not.
No, you'd end up chopping your own arm off.
So when he dual wields later, just to, we've given an explanation why he's not dual wielding. So when he does it later, like,
We'll have to backtrack really quickly.
we'll be
but-
like, oh no, they changed the settings, or so he got stronger.
yeah. Gravity stopped existing on the sphere around Kirito's body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That sphere is we codename plot armor.
Plot armor, yes.
Yeah, but yeah, there was the tease, and
Hmm.
then Alice basically talks about when she met Administrator. She was like, I was scared of her, but now I'm not. I'm gonna flipping cut that bitch's tits off.
Yeah, I'm strong now.
I'm
I
strong.
got this.
I can't see, but I'm strong.
She can sort of see. She just has no depth perception.
So she's gonna be swinging, but like, I'm gonna get her. She's over there.
Yeah.
She's,
pretty much.
She's literally 7 feet away.
Yeah.
And then we meet the senators, and boy, that was.
I just can't. Like,
They're really
it can't-
creepy.
It can't be a coincidence at this point.
Like, Star Wars jokes aside, they're really creepy. But
Oh yeah.
they are
They're,
very.
they're basically just like husks.
When they started eating stuff like through the tubes, I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
I don't remember this. This is disturbing.
This is disturbing.
It's like the kids' backstories again. Like, why did I forget that? Why is that one of the things I didn't remember? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was not a fan. It was a very
Unsettling scene.
yeah. And then Alice is like, yeah, these were actual people that the administrator abducted and then turned into this. I'm like,
Oh, I thought she made them.
no, she like abducted people that were really good at doing the magics
Oh yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
and like turned them into that. I'm like, that's messed up.
That is pretty
I'm
messed
like,
up.
how did you? Well, I guess the knights weren't allowed up there. I was going to say, how did you fools ever work for her? But
Yeah.
they
didn't know.
They didn't know. Their eyes hadn't exploded. I can't wait for everybody's eyes to explode at once because they're all going to break free at once.
Oh, like the ending of oh god, it's the movie with it's like the oh god, it's the one that like takes the mick out of James Bond, but it's way better.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The Kingsman. It's like when their heads explode, like at the end, you know.
I've not seen it.
Oh, okay, but their heads explode like all like. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, just trust me on that.
I will believe you.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they meet Chudalkin, who is that flipping sense of himself, that stupid clown. I hate him. I hate
Yeah,
his-
he's not good. He's just annoying.
He's just really unlikable, and he's a complete dick. He's like, oh yeah, when you first got here, you was crying, and
I was happy that you were crying, and
Yeah.
it was like kind of like it was one of those moments where why do animes have to have some like creepy pervert character?
Did you
Like,
just
can't
say-
we just have a series that doesn't have that?
did you just say animes? Like,
Plural
yeah, that's not right.
anime
Thank you,
is
thank
is what it's like sheep.
Listen, if I didn't correct you, someone else would. So
It's true. But like, I don't see why that character archetype has to exist in like every series I watch.
I mean, I get it. It's because they're so detestable and easy to hate.
Yeah, I know. It's just I just don't like it.
I don't particularly like it.
No, it just seems like
His design,
cheap.
this one specifically, his design as well. It's just like,
Yeah, just like everything about him just
yeah,
is just made to piss you off.
like I hated him. Like when I was reading it before I knew exactly what he looked like.
Yeah.
Terrible. What happened next? Then he explains.
That Alice's like synthesis was forced.
There's a forced synthesis and a normal synthesis.
So Yu-Gi-Oh went through the normal one
Yeah,
because he gave in.
he was like, yeah, okay, I'll give it.
Alice was like, nah, don't want to.
No, I don't
So-
want to forget the people I like, and I'm like, oh, good
Oh,
job,
that's
Alice.
cool.
Good
And
job.
so like all the senators all together like stopped looking at all the atrocities going on and were like praying.
They
or
were
whatever.
like uh, doing something to her. I'm not sure.
They like froze her or something and then forced their way in.
Yeah,
That sounds really dodgy, but
it does. It sounds. Let's move on.
Yeah.
But then Alice gets a bit mad and proper stabs him. She's like, bitch.
I was like, yes, he's dead. And then of course not.
Of course not. He's a balloon.
He is a balloon, and then he explodes with pink dust, or
Yeah.
pink smoke,
And he runs away through a secret compartment.
and just the laugh as well. Like, the laugh is just like, no, not a fan.
Everything about him is detestable.
Yeah, I think that's the point, but
I know it's the point, but that doesn't make it not true.
yeah,
Yeah, but then they chase him up some stairs. So I assume they're like right at the end now, like 99th floor maybe. And then
yeah,
who comes down the? I was going to call it an elevator. It's not an elevator. It's just a hole. It's
See, if I hadn't played Memory Defrag, I'd be like, oh my god, who's? But then it's like,
I was like, oh yeah, the armor. I see.
yeah, I knew who it was straight away.
It's bloody Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's our boy.
Yeah. So basically, then Alice is like, this isn't right. The synthesis was too quick. Kirito, something's up.
Yeah, what is up? Do you know what's up?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm not even saying it just because I'm trying to avoid spoilers. Legitimately forgotten.
Okay.
Like I remember the big.
I wonder
thing.
why though. Maybe it's because he was so givey uppy. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it might be because he gave up, or it might be because he's not.
They were naked, so their like skin was closer or whatever.
That
That's
wasn't.
like that's high school DxD logic right there.
That wasn't what I was going to say, but that could yeah, sure. I was
Yeah.
going to say because she doesn't have full control over him. I don't remember because his eyes already exploded. Like she couldn't force him to do anything, even if.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, because his normal steel's been skeplowed.
Yeah,
So yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
he's got a will of his own now, but not really.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a will of his own, but I guess his memories have been messed with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But basically, then Kirito wants a 1v1. He's like, Yu-Gi-Oh! 1v1 me.
1v1 me on Rust with AWPs.
Throwing knives only.
Threaten Tomahawks. I don't know.
The same thing.
Yeah, MW2. It's good time.
That's getting a remake. No, we'll talk about it afterwards. We'll talk about it afterwards. We will get distracted. It will happen.
Yeah.
Uh,
But then, so Kirito's just chatting to Yuji. Sick, you brought me my sword. It's like, what? What? Oh yeah. And then he pulls it away from him. And then Alice is like, oh, that's like the perfect weapon control art. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, no,
it's
it's called the Force.
but it was the
Ah.
Force. again, it's Star Wars. It is.
He is literally Anakin. He's literally.
This is like the end of episode 3 when Anakin and Obi-Wan have a fight. Yu-Gi-Oh's gonna lose his legs and then
like
burnt.
we joke, but
he's gonna turn into Darth Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's literally Star Wars. Like, and then the next bit is like, it's like I'm I'm not quite ready to lose to my student yet. I'm like, oh god, it's freaking Obi-Wan. It's Obi-Wan. Like, I can't.
Again,
there's gonna be some children.
No, that's already happened. The younglings haven't died yet.
No. I mean, like, because after that, like, Obi-Wan takes Anakin's children, right? So
Administrator's gonna be pregnant.
Yes.
From shagging Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, no, it has to be the. It has to. Oh no, that was Luke that did that. I was about to say like it has to be the sister, but no, that was Luke.
Yes.
No, we joke, but like it's getting more and more real every episode.
Like it's making me squint my eyes, be like, wait a minute.
It literally is. Yeah.
But then they're about to fight. There's glow. Their swords start glowing. The screen gets all cool, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait. And then it cuts to the credits, and I was like,
you
bloody cock tease.
It keeps you coming back. First, it was the dual wielding. Now it's the fight scene.
Exactly.
It's like,
Matt, the next episode is going to start the last book that I've read.
Wait, what? Really?
21 through 24 is going to be the end of my knowledge.
Oh. So how many books will be through then?
6. Well, we're going to be starting 6.
Jesus.
Next episode. Yeah.
Books don't go all that far in anime, do they?
No. Bloody Dan Mackey had 1 book for 1 episode. Not every episode, but one of the episodes was 1 book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm excited for the Yu-Gi-Oh Kirito fight. It's one of the things I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Alice. Like, since she's like joined Kirito, she's literally been nothing but a burden. Like, legitimately, she's done. She stabbed bloody Chudelkin and caused him to gas the room. Like, it's okay. She's still best girl.
She'll get her time.
She's actually getting to that point with me. I'm like, she might be best girl. She's getting there.
What of this? Yeah, she's the only girl in the series, though.
Sort of. No, there was her little sister who's like 12.
Yeah, it's true.
There was those 2 lollies.
Yeah.
There was
also
the
children.
Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh's pages.
No, they're just the best girls because they're the ones that actually like them.
Yeah. Well, Kirito's doesn't. Kirito gets no love.
Nah, but he gets like more respect than love.
Yeah. He's like, look at me, I'm cool. I bought you food for free.
Yeah.
Like,
unlike Yu-Gi-Oh that has a waifu. Like, he genuinely has a waifu.
Yeah. Well, he had a waifu, but then he got himself arrested.
Yeah.
But I guess...
Nah, she's still waiting for him.
Yu-Gi-Oh's getting loads this season. He had that one, but he got naked with Administrator, or she got naked.
They probably both got naked, let's be real.
Well, Yu-Gi-Oh had to change into that armour, so...
Yeah, so he would have been naked at some point.
Exactly.
Where's the episode... Is it 13 and a half? No, chapter 13 and a half?
Oh, yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 13 and a half.
I don't want to read that. It's either 16 or 13, I can't remember which.
I'm pretty sure it's 13 and a half.
I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up after this, unless you're doing it right now, and I think you might be. I can hear you
right now.
It's okay. We can...
16 and a half.
Oh, right, yes. 10 points to Gryffindor.
Well done. 10 points to Gryffindor.
Yeah. So I think we've ran out of things to say, other than we're hyped.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
It's gonna be good. I'm excitement.
You are excitement.
Exactly.
And also update on how behind I am with series. Pretty behind.
Yeah, I think you did mention that last week. You're like, anime's hard, man.
Yeah, it's hard.
Just tomorrow, sit in your room, be like, I'm gonna watch until I'm done.
I'm gonna be... That'd be literally my whole day, though.
Well, that's what it takes, Matt.
I'm a good, like like I'm a good like consistent nearly month behind on everything,
Well, it's fine. Just be better.
and that's about 7 shows.
Listen, if you, I can't remember what I was going to say. I was going to do like one of the things with the meme of the guy tapping his head, but I couldn't think.
Oh yeah, if you don't watch 12 series at once, then how can you be behind, sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like yeah,
You
I
are
know.
you are watching an abnormal amount. I say
Yeah,
abnormal.
and I'm watching old things as well, like Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
That's happening. I'm at episode 10 now. But this is so much.
You're at episode. You know what? Getting distracted again. Let's end this and then we
Yeah.
can flip in. I'm sure people enjoyed our little banter at the end. So,
Yeah.
thank you for watching. If you stuck through this, I'm Connor. He's Matt. Say it every week. We will see you next week for Kirito versus Yu-Gi-Oh with Alice as the special guest referee. And bye bye.
See you next week.